For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
All right, and welcome everybody here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's game 2 of the Southeast Baseball Classic. Before first pitch, you see the two coaches, Coach Powell and Coach Fanning, meeting at the plate. And we caught up with both of them here. I caught up with Coach Tim Fanning. Our producer, Ricky Rogers, caught up with Coach Powell. Here are the interviews coming up here.
All right, we're here with Coach Tracy Powell, head coach of the Northside Patriots, year 2. And they've started this season 4-0 or 5-0 now after last night's victory. Coach, you've got 9 seniors on this team. Talk about their leadership quickly and what they've been able to accomplish throughout their career and how it's built up to this special start.
Yeah, they've done a awesome job of leading thus far, and of course their leadership is it's something so important. Leadership is something that's you got to have in any type of team sport, and those guys are certainly trying to help us get this thing going, and we hope to keep it rolling.
And Coach, every year going into a season, you can look at a team and say this team's got a chance to be special. This team's going to do okay. What's your gauge on the team so far through 5 games?
So far, so good. Of course, we've got some things that we need to clean up. Our defense has got to be cleaned up. We've got to put together better ABs. We've been pretty fortunate so far that our pitching's been good enough to keep us in ball games, and we try to just stress to them we've got to get better each day at practice.
All right, Coach Powell, wins against LaGrange, Columbus. I'm sorry. And tonight you're facing Glenwood. Just talk to us a little bit about what you know about Glenwood, what they are what they're capable of. We all know that Glenwood's a historic program.
It is it's a powerhouse, been a powerhouse for many years, led by Tim Fanning. Tim is a dear friend of mine, and of course that coaching staff over there, they're phenomenal, and they are very good program.
All right, thank you, Coach, so much.
Thank you.
And we're back here. You see the guys warming up. We'll get to Coach Fanning's interview between the top and the bottom half of the first. This is Mike Frost here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I'd like to thank our guys, Glenn Smith Chevrolet Coca-Cola Houston Clinic, for providing these games for you guys. So you can watch them at home, at work, sneaking it on your phone or on the TV. And I got Ricky Rogers producing here with me as we get ready. Northside to start things off out on the field for Glenwood. On the mound, Cooper Favors, and then Sawyer Moss behind the plate. On the infield, Carter Judah, Kyle Lawrence, Trey Clarity, and Andrew Wilkinson. Out in the outfield, Nathan Malone, Asher Long, Hudson Campbell.
Now batting for the Patriots, the shortstop,
and then first three to do up in the lineup for the Patriots will be Chris Biggs, the shortstop, Fisher Taft in right, and Sam Laney, the first baseman. Starting off here, first pitch. That's going to be on the corner. First pitch, 5:54 p.m. I see Northside in white with the blue pinstripes, Glenwood in the orange tops and the gray pants. 0-1 count on Biggs. Coming a little bit from the side there. Inside and low, ball one evens things up. And high and outside, 2-1 count now on the shortstop for the Patriots to lead things off here in the ball game. Both teams won last night. Glenwood taking down Columbus High School 13-3. Northside beating St. Anne Pacelli 7-1. This is the second game of the day. As Pacelli won the first game over Columbus 7-4. So now it's a 2-2 count on Biggs here, all evened up. Cooper Favors on the bump for the Gators. Breaking ball right through the 5-6 hole to the right of the third baseman. It's going to be a base hit for Biggs. And he'll reach to start things off here for the Patriots, and that'll bring up the right fielder in the 2-hole, Fisher Taft.
Now batting for the Patriots, number 9, Fisher Taft.
You got two great teams in here today. Northside coming in 5-0 on the season. Glenwood played their first game last night against Columbus, getting the victory, so they're 1-0. And both of these teams with their wins last night are heading to Coolray Field up in Gwinnett to play at the AAA Braves affiliate Striper Stadium. First pitch, that'll be a strike on the outside corner against Taft, 0-1. Biggs over at first with nobody out. And that one's inside, doesn't break quite enough, stays off the plate. And that'll even things up at 1-1. Both games, start times were delayed a little bit today. It was supposed to be at noon, but with the rain that came through earlier this morning, they pushed it back to 3:30 and 6. We actually started this one off about 6 minutes early, so. And the pickoff move over to first. Biggs gets back easily. Here at Deimel Field at St. Anne Pacelli High School in Columbus, Georgia. Part of the Southeast Baseball Classic. 1-1 pitch. Squaring around, Taft lays it down, goes right back up. Great play by Favors to field it, spin around, get it over to second base and get the lead runner. So Taft will end up on first now after the fielder's choice on the bunt. So the 1-4 put out on the bunt to get the lead runner, and Taft now on first base, one down. That'll bring up the first baseman, Sam Laney. Right up the middle there, diving attempt by the second baseman. Clarity unable to get it. And it's going to be the second base hit of the inning for the Patriots. That'll move Taft up to second into scoring position now for the cleanup hitter and the pitcher for the Northside Patriots today, Max Thrash. So the cleanup hitter now stepping up to the plate, 1 down, 2 on for the Northside Patriots here in the top half of the first. Favors steps off. As he'll look to get back on the bump here and get set for the first pitch against Thrash. Breaking ball, lands over the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 count on Thrash now. 2 on, 1 down for the Patriots here in the top half of the first. Breaking ball. Breaks off the plate, and Thrash chases it for an 0-2 count. Thrash in the stretch. Again, 2 on for the Patriots, 1 in scoring position right now with Taft. Off the plate, that can't get Thraft to chase it on the 0-2 pitch, and it's going to be 1-2 now. Favors hoping to get one put on the ground and get a double play to end this inning. And that one breaks back over the outside corner for a strikeout looking. And Thrash will head back to the dugout now with 2 down. And that'll bring up the second baseman for Northside, Harrison Cerna. He'll head to the plate now to start things off with 2 outs and 2 on for the Patriots. Rocks one to right field. That's going to drop in front of Campbell. Taft will hold up at third. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Off the base hit by Cerna. Third hit of the evening so far in this first inning. And that leaves the bases loaded for the Patriots with 2 outs. And the catcher, Noah Fair, will come to the plate now for the Patriots.
For the Patriots, the catcher, number 13, Noah Fair.
Fair looking to get some runs on the board here to start things off for the Patriots in the top half of the first with the bases loaded, 2 down. Cooper Favors looking to get out of the jam here to start things off in this ball game. And he'll step off. Make sure he gets the sign he wants here with the bases loaded. Breaking ball. Drops down low for a ball, 1-0. Fair steps back up into the box. Breaking ball off the plate outside, 2-0. And down at the knees for a strike, 2-1 count now on Noah Fair, the catcher for Northside today. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Big pitch coming here from Favors. And it breaks back over the plate, but it's fouled back by Fair to even things up 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bases loaded in the top half of the first. Favors looking to work out of a jam. Fair trying to put the Patriots on the board here to start things off in the nightcap. Low and outside, and that runs it full. So everybody moving on the pitch here. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Set and deliver. Ground ball, hit over to third, gathered up by Judah. Throw over to first, and that'll be in time to Wilkinson for the 5-3 putout. And that'll end the top half of the first. No runs on 3 hits and 3 left on base for the Northside Patriots. And before we head to the bottom half, we'll go to the little interview we had pregame with Coach Tim Fanning of the Glenwood Gators. And we're here at Deimel Field getting ready for the semifinal, whatever, winners bracket matchup between Glenwood and Northside. Coach Fanning, how you doing today, brother?
Thank you, brother, for having me.
Oh, yeah, good. I see y'all won last night. Big win over Columbus High School, 13-3, I believe is what it was. And y'all come out here 1-0 on the season. How's it feel to come out? And then now you kids get to look forward to maybe going out to play at Gwinnett next week up at Cool Ray Stadium.
Well, it's good. I mean, you never know how a season's going to start. I mean, I was thinking about it last night. I think it's the first time in 23 years as a coach I started a sophomore opening night, but both guys threw very well that came in. They were both sophomores, Rhett English and Tyler Clarity. So when you lose as much pitching as we did last year, that's really been the focal point, all preseason. We just got to develop guys. We've got guys, got great arms and things like that. It's their time now. So it might take a lot more trips to the mound and a little more Johnny Holstaff. We got a couple guys down right now that are 2 of our top guys, but hopefully they won't be out too much longer. But it was a good win. It was always good to play somebody other than ourselves.
Yeah, and to start off the season with that win,
Right,
especially
right.
coming across the river, beating a team that's
Right.
I mean, they're looking like they're having maybe a little bit of a down year,
Right,
Columbus,
right.
but still it's a high prolific program over
Oh,
at
for
Columbus
sure.
High School.
Facing a guy that's going to Georgia Tech, he's good.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah, Nottleman's a
I was
good
proud
kid.
of our guys to battle off of him, and anytime you can scratch runs against a guy of that caliber, you're always super proud of you guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, that right there, I don't want to hold you up too much. I see the kids getting ready to come in the dugout, and the game's getting started, so we don't want to hold you up. So
Yes, sir.
good luck to you today, Coach.
All right, appreciate
All
you
right,
having me.
thank you.
Go Gators.
Oh, yeah. And we're back here for the bottom half of the first. As we just concluded that little interview pregame with Coach Fanning of the Glenwood Gators. And now out here on the field, you see Max Thrash on the mound for the Northside Patriots. Noah Fair behind the dish. The infield, Gabe Galarza, Chris Biggs, Harrison Cerna, and Sam Laney. And then rounding out the outfield for Northside, Noah Thomason, Jay Sheehan, and Fisher Taft. Leading things off here for the Glenwood Gators. Again, 1-0 on the season after their 13-3 win over Columbus last night. Kyle Lawrence starting things off, the shortstop for Glenwood. First pitch from Taft is outside, ball 1. I'm sorry, Thrash, not Taft. And low, ball 2 now to start things off with Kyle Lawrence at the plate leading off for the Gators. And outside corner, strike 1. As everybody around here locally knows, Tim Green, the home plate umpire today for this ball game. And that'll even things up 2-2 on the swing and miss from Lawrence. Breaking ball. And the hook will bring you back to the dugout, says Max Thrash And Kyle Lawrence heads back over to first base dugout, and Hudson Campbell now up to the plate in the 2-hole, the right fielder for the Glenwood Gators.
Right fielder, number 3, Hudson Campbell.
Hudson Campbell now the 2-hole hitter playing in right for the Gators. He'll step to the plate in the first pitch from Max Thrash. Hits the outside corner for a strike and is now 0-1 count. In the air, out towards left, could be short. Got the left fielder coming in, calling everybody off. Noah Thomason ends up with it, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Now to bring up the 3-hole hitter, the third baseman, Carter Judah. Coming in to hit for the Gators now.
Now batting for the Gators, third baseman, number 7, Carter Judah.
Breaking ball. Lands over the outside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. And that one drops low to even things up. It's now a 1-1 count on Judah. As we got two legendary local baseball coaches going at it today between Tim Fanning and Tracy Powell. And that one lands in there for a strike to make it 1-2. If you've played baseball in this area at any time in the last 30, 40 years, you know those two names. As that one's fouled back and Judah stays alive, keeps it 1-2 out of play. And that one ends up outside on the breaking ball to make it 2-2 now and even things up. A little bit high and outside, and he runs it full on Judah. Pop straight up, out towards right. And it's going to drop in no man's land in front of Taft. Couldn't get to it. It's going to be a base hit from Carter Judah as he ends up at first base. Now to bring up the cleanup hitter, the first baseman, Andrew Wilkinson. First hit of the ball game now for Glenwood as they end up on base with Carter Judah's Texas leaguer. Found a hole out there in short right field in the, I guess, the triangle of death. Nobody was able to get to it. And that one goes off the glove of Fair, off the mask of the umpire. But the throw from Fair is a good one, and it gets Judah at second base trying to steal. And that'll end the bottom half of the first now. No runs, one hit, nobody left on. As we head to the top of the second, it's still scoreless here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here for the top of the second, getting ready to start things off. For the Northside Patriots, leading off is the left fielder, Noah Thomason.
Now batting for the Patriots, left fielder, number 2, Noah Thomason.
Thomason will start things off here with Favors on the mound. Favors able to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the first inning. 20 pitches, 3 hits given up there. And another one up the middle by Thomason. Ends up in center field, and he'll get a base hit. The 4th hit of the ball game here for Northside early, and that'll bring up Jay Sheehan, the center fielder, in the 8-hole.
Now batting for Northside, the center fielder, number 3, Jace Sheehan.
Sheehan getting ready to step in the box now. Favors from the stretch with Thomason over at first base. And that's going to be inside, and it's going to be a hit by pitch as it grazed the jersey of Sheehan. Just on the inside there, and that'll put them runners first and second. Nobody out for Gabe Galarza, the third baseman hitting in the 9-hole for the Northside Patriots today.
Now batting for the Patriots, third baseman, number 7, Gabe Galarza.
Galarza now stepping up to the plate. Nobody out, 2 on for Northside here in the top of the second. Squaring around the bunt, pulls it back. And that's going to be a ball for the first pitch. 1-0 count on Galarza. You can expect probably the same thing here. Coach Powell not opposed to playing some small ball. Move both runners into scoring position here with nobody out in the second. Squaring around again is Galarza. Lays it down, but it goes foul to the right side behind him. And that'll even things up 1-1 on the north side third baseman. Again, north side coming in 5-0 on the day. Glenwood 1-0 to start their seasons off. Pickoff move to second. Getting back safely is Thomason. Nice move by Favors, though, with a little spin around off the rubber. And it's still a 1-1 count here with nobody out and Galarza at the plate. He'll square around again. Tries to lay it down, but it goes foul off the bottom of the barrel. And it's a 1-2 count now. Still a scoreless ball game here in the top half of the second. Northside trying to do some damage here with nobody out and 2 on. Probably expect the bunt to be off now with 2 strikes. And he'll chop it to the right side, which is about what you want to do, and that moves both guys over there, so unable to get the bunt down. But he does move both the runners over by hitting it to the opposite side of the field there, and it's going to be second and third with 1 down for Chris Biggs.
Now batting for the Patriots,
Biggs
shortstop.
led things off today, the shortstop for Northside with a base hit out to left. Ended up being thrown out at second on a fielder's choice in the next at bat, but 1 for 1 on the day. Coming back around to hit here in the second inning. And he's going to call time. Thinking Favors may have been taking a little bit too long for his liking to get set in the box. So both guys reset, refocus. 1 down, runners on second and third for the Patriots here in the second. And sidearm pitch, that's called a ball for the first pitch. It's going to be a 1-0 count now on Biggs. One-0 pitch. Outside corner to even things up 1-1. Breaking ball, hit to the right side. It's going to be gathered up by Clarity. He'll throw to first, but that'll play to run for Northside as Thomason crosses the dish. Sheehan moves over to third. So you've got the fielder's choice with the 4-3 and the out, but an RBI for Biggs. And that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Fisher Taft.
Center fielder, number 9, Fisher Taft.
Taft reached on the fielder's choice in the first inning, made his way around to third, but didn't score. as Northside left the bases loaded, stranded in the first inning. Now in a 1-0 ball game. And a swing and a wave at it there, but caught off guard by the breaking ball. Good block behind the plate by Moss to keep the runner at third from moving. Runner on third, 2 down here in the top of the second for Northside with a 1-0 lead over Glenwood. Inside, jammed him, hit the third. Judah with it, throwing across. And he's going to get it into the glove of Wilkinson for the third out of the inning. 5-3 put out. And that'll end any chance for a crooked number on the board for Northside as we head to the bottom half of the second. It's 1-0 over Glenwood here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent, perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here at Deimel Field at St. Anne Pacelli High School in Columbus, Georgia for the bottom of the second here in the Southeast Baseball Classic. Both of these teams winning yesterday, so they'll both be heading up to Gwinnett next weekend to play at Cool Ray Stadium. And leading off here for Glenwood, and backhanded by Laney. And getting over to make the play is Thrash with the 3-1 putout. Andrew Wilkinson with a first pitch ground out to lead things off here in the second. That'll bring up Asher Long. Asher Long, the center fielder, number 15 for Glenwood. Now steps to the plate, Thrash on the mound. That's going to be a breaking ball that did not break. It goes over the back of Long as he ducked out of it. 1-0 count now. Inside off the plate makes it now 2-0 on the Gators center fielder. Inside ball 3. 3-0 count now. Expect the take sign. And that right down the middle from Thrash to make it 3-1. And inside ball 4, along ahead to first base. 5-pitch walk from Thrash. And that'll bring up the designated hitter for Glenwood, Mac Blair.
Now batting for the Gators, designated hitter number 4, Mac Blair.
Blair gets ready here, and Long handing over his equipment to the first base coach. Now we're ready for play here. Thrash from the stretch. Long over at first base. Blair at the plate, and he'll take the first one for a ball. 1-0 count now. Pickoff play over there, not in time, and he gets back easily, does Asher Long. So the count still 1-0 here. 1 down in the bottom of the second. Another move over to first, not in time. Long gets back easily. Blair stepping back in the box. Ground ball to the third base side. It's going to be foul just left of the third baseline. And that'll even things up 1-1. And outside on the breaking ball makes it a 2-1 count now on Mac Blair, the designated hitter for the Glenwood Gators. Thrash from the stretch, set, and throws outside corner. That'll even it up 2-2 now. Two-two count on the designated hitter for the Gators. Taking off for second. And he's going to get there easily as the ball was in the dirt to fair. It's going to be a stolen base for Asher Long. And it's now a full count with one down on Matt Blair, but now Long in scoring position for Glenwood. Down the middle, strike three, gets him looking. As he was already heading over to first base, but that's going to be two down now. And that'll bring up the 7-hole hitter, Sawyer Moss, the catcher for Glenwood.
For Glenwood, the catcher, number 30, Sawyer Moss.
And Max Thrash from the stretch now with a runner on second and two down. Takes the first pitch as it breaks outside off the plate, ball one. One-0 pitch. And that's going to be low, and that'll make it 2-0 now on the catcher for Glenwood. We expect a good ball game here between two good local teams and two great coaches. And that one goes on the outside corner. That'll make it 2-1 now on the Glenwood catcher. And he'll chop it that one. It'll go foul, and that'll even things up 2-2 now. So it's Sawyer Moss at the plate now. It's a 2-2 count with two outs and a runner on second. Here in the bottom of the second inning for Glenwood. Breaking ball. Stays alive, chops it foul. As Thrash went with a breaking ball on that one. Last time, full count to the last batter. He went numero uno, fastball down the middle and got him looking. Fastball high this time, runs the count full. Full count now for Max Thrash and Sawyer Moss. And he'll tip that one back. It'll be caught by Fair for a strikeout, and that'll be the third one of the day for Thrash. Through two now. No runs, no hits. One left on base for Glenwood as we head to the top of the third. 1-0 Northside here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
When you have everything you need, anytime the motivation hits, you can give everything you've got.
Did you just become a morning person?
Maybe.
Enjoy 24-hour access at most Planet Fitness clubs. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, February 27th.
You in?
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location. being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back here at St. Anne Pacelli High School at Deimel Field for the final game of the weekend in the Southeast Baseball Classic before both of these teams head to Gwinnett next weekend. On the mound, still for Glenwood, Cooper Favors. And then leading things off now for Northside, it'll be Sam Laney, then Max Thrash, and Harrison Cerna. Those are the three due up for the Patriots here in the top of the third as they lead Glenwood 1-0. So far on the day, through two. Northside with one run on 4 hits and 4 left on base. Glenwood, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base through 2.
Now batting for the Patriots, number 5.
So that'll bring up now Sam Laney as the throwdown's done. And we get ready to start off the third inning here. Sam Laney, the first baseman, with a hit out to center. His first time at the plate, ended up being stranded at second base in the first inning. Breaking ball. Inside ball 1. 1-0 count now. As Favors toes the rubber from the windup. And that one tails back inside, and Laney able to hold back. Checks his swing, makes it a 2-0 count now. Two-0 count on a 3-hole hitter for Northside. And that one tails back inside as well. That makes it 3-0. Nobody on, no outs here in the top of the third as Coach Powell gives Sam Laney the take sign or the green light. And that one tails inside, same spot as the last two. And a 4-pitch walk for Sam Laney. And he'll head to first base, bringing up Max Thrash, the pitcher on the mound for Northside today. He struck out looking his first time up in the first inning. Now the pitcher for Northside stepping up to the plate with Favors on the mound. Laney over at first base. Looks him back before getting set in the stretch. And that one tails over the inside corner, strike 1. Beautiful day out here after the rain came through. It's been a little bit muggy, but we've been able to see some good baseball out here. And a wave and a miss. Got ahead of that one. 0-2 count on Max Thrash. Good pitch by Favors, going off speed and just dropping it down on him. And he gets him looking again. That's 2 strikeouts on the day for Favors. Thrash being both of them looking. And that's the first out here in the third inning, as that'll bring up the second baseman, Harrison Cerna. Cerna got a base hit out to right in the first inning. Ended up with the bases loaded there. And that's where they were stranded in the first inning after the base hit by Cerna. And he's swinging and a miss at the first pitch, strike 1. That 3/4 to sidearm action by Favors. He's got some heavy tail on the ball. You can see it diving in towards the right-handed hitters. And taking off there, and it's going to be ground ball back to Favors at the mound. Throw over to first. And that'll make an out, but it'll move Laney over to second on the 1-3 put out.
Now batting for the Patriots, the catcher, number 13.
So now that'll bring up Noah Fair, the catcher for Northside. 0 for 1 on the day. Ended the first inning with that ground out to third with the bases loaded. Favors looking to get out of another mini jam here with just a runner on second, 2 down here in the top half of the third. Breaking ball, outside, ball 1. Can't get Fair to chase at it. And the pitch. Hit back up the middle, and it gets through. Laney rounds third. He'll be heading home to throw in from long. It's going to hop off the mound, and going back down to second is Fair. And he'll get the RBI single, move to second on the throw. And Laney comes in to score to make it 2-0. And Brody Taft will come in a courtesy run for Noah Fair, the catcher for Northside. That'll bring up the left fielder, Noah Thomason. Led off the second inning with a base hit out to center. Came around to score the first run of the ball game for Northside. And Thomason ready to step into the box now. Favors still on the mound, going from the stretch. Brody Taft at second, the courtesy runner for the Patriots. Breaking ball. Just ahead of it is Thomason there, fouls it off, strike 1. Breaking ball. He waves at it. There's an 0-2 count now on Thomason. Chased after the breaking ball that broke off the plate. Down and away. And it's now 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Northside with a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third inning. Breaking ball, down low, he watches it, it'll be 1-2 now. Nice little chase pitch there by Favors. Thomason back in the box here with a 1-2 count. Off the plate outside, that'll even it up 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second with a 2-0 lead. And that one goes across the corner, paints the black. Third strikeout of the day for Favors, and that'll end the third inning. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base for Northside as we head to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the third as Glenwood steps up to the plate, down 2 here. in the nightcap game here this weekend on the Southeast Baseball Classic here at Deimel Field at St. Anne Pacelli High School. Moved the game here. They were supposed to be at Northside, but with the weather this weekend, yesterday's 2 games were played at Columbus High at Randy Jordan Field. Today it was moved to St. Anne Pacelli, as well as pushed back to 3:30 start time for the first game. 6 o'clock first pitch for this one. Leading off Trey Clarity, and he pops one into right field. Looks like it's going to drop, and it does. It falls in front of Taft. So Trey Clarity leads off the 3rd inning with a base hit. Out to right field, and that'll bring up Nathan Malone, the left fielder. So with a runner on first now, 1 pitch, 1 hit, and Clarity's over at first base with no outs. And the 9-hole hitter Malone, the left fielder for the Gators, up to the plate now. Squares around the bunt, over the outside corner, snap throw over to first, not in time. Clarity gets back easily. And it's a 0-1 count on Malone. And another one. That gets past Laney towards the fence. So Clarity will take off for second. He's rounding and heading to third. Ball comes in from Taft, and it's going to be picked up by Biggs on the infield, but not before Clarity makes it all the way to third on the E1 with the throw on the pickoff. So now it's an 0-1 count on Malone with Trey Clarity over at third, just 90 feet away from cutting the Northside lead in half. Breaking ball goes inside, 1-1. Malone back in the box. Thrash set from the stretch. And that goes off the outside corner, makes it 2-1. And another one drops down. It's now a 3-1 count. Malone's ahead. Hitters count. He can look for his pitch right here with Clarity over at third base. Gets one down the middle and fouls it off towards the third base dugout. And that'll run the count full. Full count with a runner on third and nobody out here in the bottom half of the third. Swung and fouled toward the third base dugout. Nice little shot there, and he stays alive. Keeps the count full. Thrash set, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle, past Thrash, into the outfield, and Malone with an RBI base hit. And that'll bring in Clarity, and that cuts the Northside lead now down to 2-1. And that'll bring the top of the lineup back up for Glenwood with Cal Lawrence.
Now batting for the Gators, the shortstop, number 2, Cal Lawrence.
Lawrence, the shortstop for Glenwood, started the game off in the leadoff hole. Struck out swinging in his only at-bat so far today. Now with a runner on first, still nobody out. Lawrence with time at the plate. And Thrash, outside corner to start things off. 0-1 count now on the Gators shortstop. Gone second is Malone. And he's going to be in head first with a stolen base. And it's a 1-1 count on Cal Lawrence. Breaking ball. Drops in for a strike on the inside corner. Now it's 1-2. 1-2 count, nobody out. Malone out at second base after the RBI base hit and the stolen base. And that one tipped back into the glove of Fair. Striking out swinging is Cal Lawrence. First out of the inning. And that'll bring up Hudson Campbell, the right fielder who flew out to left his first time up.
Now batting for Glenwood, right fielder number 3, Hudson Campbell.
Malone in scoring position. Glenwood down just one here in the bottom half of the third. Breaking ball, inside and high, ball one. Thrash looking to work out of a jam and try to keep from any more scoring from the Gators, but this time timeout called by Campbell as he steps out of the box. He'll step back in here with a 1-0 count and one down in the third. Pops one sky high to the left side. Biggs called off by Thomason, and Thomason makes the catch. Came running in, made the catch, and that keeps Malone at second base. So now 2 down for the Gators, and that'll bring up Carter Judah, the third baseman. And he reached on a hit out to right his first time up. And then was thrown out trying to steal during the next at bat to end that first inning. Thrash outside in the dirt, ball one. Blocked by Fair that kept Malone at second base. One 0 count, 2 out. Runner on second, 2-1 score. Northside with the lead here in the bottom of the third. And that one outside, 2-0 on the 3-hole hitter for Glenwood. Judah looking to get a base hit and try to tie it up with Malone at second. And that one's on the outside corner. That'll be a strike, and it's 2-1. And he hits it up the middle. That's going to get through into the outfield. Malone rounds third. He'll come home. It's going to be cut off by Laney near the mound. RBI base hit by Carter Judah, and he stays at first base off the cutoff by Laney. So now it's a tie ball game here, 2-2 in the third. And now Andrew Wilkinson will step to the plate, the first baseman. He grounded out to first in the second inning to start things off there. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. Carter Judah over at first base with 2 down. And now a tie ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. Outside corner, strike one. That evens things up. And that one popped foul. That's going to get out of play, and it's going to be a 1-2 count, putting Wilkinson in the hole. 1-2 count with 2 down here in the tie ball game. Judah over at first base for the Gators. Thrash trying to end the inning on this pitch. Going to second. Fair with a throwdown. Not going to be in time. It's going to be a stolen base for Judah. That's going to even the count. It'll be a 2-2 count now. Breaking ball. Hit up in the air towards the third base side. And that's going to go out of play. And Wilkinson fights to stay alive here, and it keeps the count 2-2. Judah in scoring position with 2 down for the Gators. Wilkinson hoping to give the Gators the first lead of the ball game. And that one's going to be high, and that'll run the count full. 3-2 count now on Andrew Wilkinson, the Gator first baseman. Outside ball 4. Wilkinson heads to first base, and that'll put runners at first and second now with 2 down. That'll bring up Asher Long, who walked and had a stolen base in the second inning.
Center fielder number 15, Asher Long.
From the stretches, thrash, first pitch, strike on Asher Long. 0-1 count now with 2 down. And that's going to be hit towards the hole. Biggs backs up, backhands it, throws across, not in time, gets past the glove of Laney. And that'll bring in Judah, as that'll be an infield hit and then a scoring run on the error.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand will be closing in just a few minutes. Now batting for the Gators.
So that'll bring runners at first and third now on the corners with 2 down, and Glenwood with a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Mac Blair, the designated hitter, who struck out looking his first time up in the second. And he'll take that one for a strike, 0-1. 8th batter of the inning for Glenwood here in the bottom half of the third as they've taken the lead here against Northside, 3-2. Outside ball. That'll even things up 1-1. High, ball 2. 2-1 count from Thrash now for Asher Long. Mac Blair, my apologies. And swing and a miss, even things up 2-2. So runners on the corners for Glenwood here with 2 outs. 2-2 count on Mac Blair, the designated hitter. Here in a 3-2 ball game, a crooked number already on the board for Glenwood in this inning. And he's going to wave at it on the off-speed pitch. Strike 3, and that'll end it, but not after Glenwood. Scores 3 runs to take the lead on 3 runs. 4 hits, 1 error, 2 errors, and 2 left on base as we head to the top of the 4th. It's 3-2 Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,000 off. GMC 2500 heavy-duty pickup up to $9,000 off. No payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
And we're back here at Deimel Field here at St. Anne Pacelli High School. Glenwood taking the lead in the bottom half of the third to make it a 3-2 ball game here in the nightcap and the finale for the weekend here at the Southeast Baseball Classic. Looking for a battle back and forth between these 2 ball clubs. Big inning last inning at the plate for Glenwood. Now coming up to lead things off, due up for Northside, it'll be Jay Sheehan, Gabe Galarza, and Chris Biggs. Due up for the Patriots. Favors still on the mound here for Glenwood. As he gets ready to step into the box now. Sheehan now stepping to the plate for the Patriots. Favors ready to toe the bump. Getting ready for the wind-up here to start off the 4th inning here at Deimel Field. And Sheehan pops it out towards right field, being chased down by Campbell, and he makes the catch. Fly out to right for Sheehan on the first pitch. 1 pitch, 1 out here to start off the 4th. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Gabe Galarza, third baseman for the Northside Patriots. He grounded out to first, his first time up to the plate in the 2nd inning. Galarza in the box now. Wind up in the pitch from Favors. That one's grounded back to Favors. Defends his position, throws it over to first to Wilkinson. 2 pitches, 2 outs on the 1-3 put out now. And that'll bring us up to the top of the order for the Northside Patriots. Chris Biggs, the shortstop. Led off the game with a base hit out to left in the first and was cut down on the fielder's choice. And in the 2nd inning, grounded over to second to bring in a run. And now he's back up to the plate here, 1 for 2 on the day. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Favors looking to make this a quick inning. And that one breaks off the plate to make it 1-1. Now 1-1 count, pitch from Favors. Breaking ball, fouled back by Biggs, out of play. And it's now 1-2. Biggs back in the box here, 1-2 count, looking to battle. Favors looking to end it. And outside pitch flared that way. Caught over by second baseman. He's going to make the play. Good play out there at second by Clarity, but the throw not in time as Biggs beats it out. And he'll get the infield hit to put him at 2 for 3 on the day. So now he's over at first base, and that'll bring up Fisher Taft, the right fielder. Taft 0 for 2 on the day with a fielder's choice. He reached on in the 1st inning and grounded to third in the 2nd. Now up with 1 on and 2 down in the top half of the 4th. A sidearm pickoff move over to first by Favors. Biggs gets back easily. Taking off for second is Biggs, but Taft gets hit by the pitch and he'll head over the first base. So Biggs will head to second. So now we got runners at first and second for the Patriots. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Sam Laney. 1 for 1 on the day. Got a base hit to center in the first and walked and scored in the 3rd. 1 for 1 on the day is Laney as he comes up to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Here in the top of the 4th, down 1 to the Gators. Favors steps off. Refocus, make sure they got the signs correct with the runner on second base now. And pitch, that one tails in hard on Laney. And he's jammed off the handle. That goes over to the first base dugout. Favors with a lot of movement on that fastball. You can see it tailing in on right-handed hitters pretty heavy. As he jammed Laney on that last pitch. Breaking ball. Poked over to the right side. It's going to be gathered up by Wilkinson and tossed over to Favors for the out for the 3-1 put out to end the inning. So Northside, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Glenwood leads 3-2 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
When you have everything you need, anytime the motivation hits, you can give everything you've got.
Did you just become a morning person?
Maybe.
Enjoy 24-hour access at most Planet Fitness clubs. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, February 27th.
You in?
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Chevy Traverse with 3-row seating up to $7,250 off. The impressive Chevy Equinox up to $5,500 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back here. In the fifth, seems like something happened with the volume. We got it fixed, though. It's the top of the fifth. 1 on, 1 out for Northside, and a 2-2 count on Noah Fair, the catcher. And popped out towards right field. Campbell runs it down and makes the play. And it's now 2 down in the top of the fifth. Cerna still over at first base for the Patriots. And that'll bring up Noah Thomason, the left fielder, 1 for 2 on the day with a hit out to center and a run scored and then a strikeout in the third. I'll tell you, it's time to thank our sponsors who help us bring these ball games to you guys, whether you're watching at home, on your phone, or at work. Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic. And while we're doing a Glenwood game, let's go ahead and shout out Zaxby's over there. And I wouldn't mind if somebody brought me a bacon chicken loaded fries about now. It's been a long day. Chase down, foul territory. Campbell makes the catch. And that's going to be the third out of the inning. So Northside goes no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Glenwood still leads 3-2 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 3-2 ball game here in the bottom of the fifth here at Deimel Field at St. Anne Pacelli High School in Columbus for the 4th and final matchup this weekend in the Southeast Baseball Classic. Again, a little reminder, both of these teams with their wins last night will advance to play at Coolray Field up in Gwinnett, home of the AAA Braves affiliate, the Gwinnett Stripers. So that'll be a cool little trip for those young men to go out there and play in a professional stadium. And now, 3-2 ball game, leading off for Glenwood here in the bottom of the fifth will be the leadoff batter at the top of the order, Cal Lawrence, 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Max Thrash still on the bump for the Northside Patriots. Lawrence in the box now, and first pitch back behind his head, ball 1. 1-0 count on the Glenwood shortstop. That one poked out to left field. Thomason running in, makes the grab, and the out, and it's going to be an F7 in the scorebook and a first out here in the fifth. And that'll bring up Hudson Campbell, the right fielder, who's 0 for 2, and he's flown out to left twice tonight.
Now batting for the Gators, right fielder number 3, Hudson Campbell.
And a 3-2 ball game. Breaking ball over the plate, strike 1. You feel a little bit of the breeze start to come in as all the humidity seemed to have gone away a little bit, which I'm not complaining about out here. Beautiful night for baseball. Clouds have cleared up some. You got a little bit of wind, a little breeze going on as Hudson Campbell gets hit by the pitch, and he'll hit over the first base. And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Carter Judah, who's 2 for 2 on the day. Had a base hit out to right in the first and was caught stealing, and then an RBI hit to center in the third. Came around to score later in the inning. First pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Again, 1 on, 1 down for Glenwood, and a 1-0 count, up 3-2. And what's turned out to be a really good ball game between 2 good clubs and 2 great managers. A little bit outside on that one off the plate. 2-0 count now on Carter Judah, the Glenwood third baseman. Outside corner, and that makes it 2-1. Down around the knees, and that evens things up. Now it's a 2-2 count. Here with one down in the bottom of the fifth. Hudson Campbell over at first base after being hit by a pitch in the previous at-bat. Taking off for second base. Breaking ball. Strikeout, and not the throw him out part. They only got one half of it. But Judah, strikeout looking, and Hudson Campbell gets the stolen base out at second. So it'll be a runner on second now with two down. That'll bring up the first baseman, Andrew Wilkinson. 0 for 1 on the day. He's grounded out to first and reached on a walk and was stranded at third base later in the inning. Flew out on the left side, popped up, and caught by Thomason. We've said that name a lot on defense out here for Northside. A lot of balls out to left field, and that's going to end the bottom of the fifth. No runs, no hits, one left on base as we head to the top of the sixth. Still 3-2 Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here. It's the top of the sixth. Still a 3-2 ball game. Glenwood with the lead. Cooper Favors still on the mound for the Gators. Throwing a good game here so far. Northside so far 2 runs on 7 hits and have stranded 8 on the base pass so far through 5. Glenwood 3 runs on 5 hits and they've stranded 4. As we head now top of the 6th, leading things off for Northside, it'll be Jay Sheehan, 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to right and was hit by a pitch and stranded at third. And first pitch strike. 0-1 count. After those first couple innings, it seems like Favors has found his groove here. And outside corner, strike 2. Favors said he wanted to be an artist when he grew up, but all he could do is paint corners. That's what he did right there with Sheehan at the plate. Breaking ball. Sheehan gets a hold of it out in left field, chase down, and that's going to be caught. Out in left, Malone almost overran that one. Able to gather it up and get in front of it and make the catch and a fly out to left field to start the 6th. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Gabe Galarza. 0 for 2 on the day. He's grounded out to first and also to the pitcher. Inside and low, ball 1. Start things off for the 9-hole hitter, the third baseman for Northside, Gabe Galarza. And chop back foul towards the backstop. That'll even things up 1-1. Should have thought about it before the game here, trying to figure out the amount of total years as head baseball coaches between these two, Fanning and Powell. A lot of experience out here on the ball field today on the coaching side. And it's going to be a hit by pitch, and Galarza is going to hit over to first base as that one skipped off the ground and hit him in the leg. So that'll put a runner on first now for Northside here in the top of the sixth, down one with one out. And we're back to the top of the order for the Patriots. Now it'll be Chris Biggs. Biggs 2 for 3 on the day with 2 hits, base hits, and an RBI on a ground out in the second. Fourth time around in the lineup for Cooper Favors on the mound. And that one hit up to the shortstop, Judah. Flips over to second base, and double play is not going to be good. We're just going to get the force on the lead man on the 6-4 putout. And that'll put Biggs at first on the fielder's choice.
Now batting for Northside, number 9.
I'm sorry, that was Cal Lawrence. I said Judah. Cal Lawrence with the play, throwing it over to second base to get the force. And now 2 down here in the top of the sixth with the runner on first and Chris Biggs, and that'll bring up Fisher Taft, the right fielder for Northside. Taft 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice, grounded out to third, and was hit by a pitch. So far, 3 hit batsmen today for Favors, but it's not really a surprise. You can see the tail on the fastball going in on right-handers so heavily. And chopped foul off the foot of Taft. It's going to be an 0-1 count now as Biggs was taken off for second on the hit and run play. Don't see a lot of the hit and run anymore, especially on the higher levels of ball. They kind of just went to grip it and rip it, but it's always fun when you get to watch the high school level, sometimes college, where they actually play a little bit more small ball, trying to advance runners and get people to cross the plate rather than just going for the bombs. And inside, fouled off, and he jammed him. 2 strikes now on Fisher Taft here with 2 outs in the sixth. 0-2 count. Favors has a pitch or 2 to waste here and try to see if we can get Taft to chase something off the plate. Looks over to first base to Biggs. Set. Delivery. Fastball. And that's going to be a strikeout looking. And that's going to end the inning as he gets Taft with the strikeout. So no throw down, but it'll be no runs, no hits, 1 left on base as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Glenwood still leads by 1, 3-2 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back here in the bottom of the sixth. We have a pitching change for the Northside Patriots. It's Jay Sheehan comes in from center field to toe the rubber. So with that, Fisher Taft will move from right to center. Thrash goes from the mound to third base. Gabe Galarza goes from third to second. And then Cerna comes out of the game. That'll put Jackson Taylor in right field. And first pitch is going to hit him. And Asher Long will reach base for the third time today. He's 1 for 1. He's reached on a walk, had an infield hit, and now a hit by pitch. So that'll bring up Mac Blair. Actually, it looks like we got a pinch hitter in the ball game. That'll be Cade Cox.
Now batting for Glenwood, number 9, Cade Cox.
So Cade Cox pinch hitting for Mac Blair with Asher Long over at first base. That'll bring in number 21. He'll come in courtesy run. That'll be Rhett English. So English over at first. And Cade Cox at the plate now. Squaring around the bunt. Lays it down the first baseline. Coming over is Sheehan. Tries to make the tag but loses the ball. And he's going to end up safe at first. Knocked the hat off. The ball came loose. So now English makes his way over to second base. Cade Cox is over at first. So 2 on, nobody out for Glenwood. Here in the bottom of the sixth, and Sawyer Moss. Actually, we're going to get another pinch hitter here. As Coach Fanning is meeting with the umpire, Tim Green at the plate. Looks like I see number 10 in the on-deck circle. Let's see who's. And 10's Clarity. He'll be the one coming up next. So we do have a pinch hitter coming in. See if we can get the number here. When he steps into the box, and I'll be able to announce the young man's name. Looks like I see number 12. That'll be Peter Sfakianos. Sfakanos. I'll get it at some point. Working on my Greek. So Peter at the plate, Sfakanos. And we got a little meeting at the mound now between Thrash, Sheehan, and Biggs. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Sheehan on the mound from the stretch. Looks to go back to second base. He's going to get back easily. Does English. And we've got time as Coach Powell's going to make his way out to the mound. Here in a 3-2 ball game, Glenwood runners on first and second. Sfakanos at the plate from the left side of the box here, looking like they're trying to get out of this one without any further damage. Want to be able to come up in the seventh and keep it a 1-run ball game, have a better chance of at least trying to extend this into extra innings or take the lead in the top half of the seventh, as Northside's down to just 3 outs offensively here in the ball game. Discussion over with at the mound. The infield breaks back out to their positions as you see Fair coming back behind the plate. Sfakanos ready to step into the box from the left side, and Sheehan towing the rubber from the stretch here. No outs, first and second. Squaring around a bunt. And unable to drop it down. That's going to be a strike. 0-1 count on Sfakanos. Squaring around again. Lays it down, fair territory this time, picked up by Jay Sheehan. Nobody to throw to at third, nobody covering. And on the throw over to first, it goes off the back of the base runner into foul territory. And everybody advances 90 more feet, and that brings in a run for Glenwood. It makes it second and third now with nobody out. And Sheehan looked to third, nobody covering, went around to throw it to first, and went off the back of Sakanos into foul territory. So run scores now, second and third, 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Glenwood now up 4-2 over Northside. And that brings up Trey Clarity. Breaking pitch, inside, ball 1. Clarity, 1 for 2 on the day. We had a hit out to right, came around and scored in the 3rd. Struck out swinging in the 4th. Breaking ball, outside corner, evens things up 1-1. And that one breaks off the plate. Clarity doesn't chase it, and it's now 2-1. Sheehan from the stretch here. Runners at second and third. Nobody out in the inning. And that'll make it a 3-1 count now. Trying to avoid loading the bases here with Nathan Malone on deck. And that'll be a walk. 5 pitches on the walk by Sheehan. That sends Clarity over to first and loads him up with nobody out. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Nathan Malone, 1 for 2 on the day. Had an RBI single and came around and scored in the 3rd and then grounded out to 3rd in the 4th. Meeting at the mound between Fair and Sheehan. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th, and the bases loaded. As now Coach Powell making another trip to the mound. And we're going to get a pitching change as Sheehan steps off the mound, is giving the ball over to Coach. And looks like we're going to have another pitcher coming in. Trying to see who that's going to be. And it'll be Ashton Bailey coming in to pitch for Northside. And while he warms up, we'll take a break. We'll be back. It's a 4-2 ball game. Bases loaded, no outs in the 6th for Glenwood here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Here in the bottom of the 6th, bases loaded, nobody out for Glenwood with a 4-2 lead over Northside. And with a pitch and change, Ashton Bailey will step onto the mound, and Jay Sheehan heads to the dugout for Northside. And that'll bring up to the plate for Glenwood Nathan Malone. Again, 1 for 2 on the day with a hit and a run scored and a ground out to third. Breaking ball. Drops in for a strike. 0-1 count now on Malone. And that one drops down into the upper side of the strike zone to make it an 0-2 count now. Breaking ball, battled, fought back, staying alive, keeps it an 0-2 count off the backstop. Malone steps back into the box. Bailey from the stretch. Outside ball one, he didn't chase, makes it a 1-2 count. Breaking ball up the middle, past the pitcher, into the glove of Biggs. Flipped over to second. Gathered up by Galarza, and that's going to be a force out, but it's going to score another run for Glenwood as Cade Cox comes in to score. And now it's a 5-2 ball game. Runners on the corners, 1 down. Cal Lawrence at the plate. 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a fly out to left. Breaking ball from Bailey, drops in for a strike, 0-1. 5-2 ball game now. 2 more runs scored here in the bottom of the 6th by the Gators to extend the lead. And hit out to center field. Chasing back, and it's going to go in front of the fence and go over for a ground rule double. So that'll plate 1, and that'll make it now 6-2, and Malone makes his way over to third base. So now runners at second and third with 1 down in a 6-2 ball game. Glenwood putting a crooked number on the board to extend the lead here to go from 3-2 to 6-2. Northside with just 3 outs to go on the offensive side of the ball. Up to bat now for Glenwood, Hudson Campbell. And that one's going to be high. Ball 1. Breaking ball doesn't break, ends up inside, makes it a 2-0 count. Runners on second and third, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. 4-run lead for the Gators. Breaking ball, drops in on the black on the inside, makes it a 2-1 count. Another breaking ball, hit over to third, gloved, thrown across, and caught by Laney. Good play by Thrash over at third base to make the 5-3 put out and hold the runners in place. As it remains second and third now with 2 down and a 6-2 lead for Glenwood. That'll bring up Carter Judah, the third baseman. 2 for 3 on the day with 2 base hits, an RBI run scored, and a strikeout. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-1. Judah, the 8th batter of the inning for Glenwood. And swinging a miss, strike 2. Outside with the ball, makes it 1-2. Popped towards the backstop, and he stays alive to keep it a 1-2 count. Swing fouled back. Staying alive is Judah. Still a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the sixth with 2 down. Breaking ball. Catches them looking for the third out of the inning. Not before Glenwood scores 3 runs on 1 hit. No, 2 hits, I'm sorry. 1 error and 2 left on bases. We head to the top half of the 7th. It's 6-2 Glenwood here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
When you have everything you need, anytime the motivation hits, you can give everything you've got.
Did you just become a morning person?
Maybe.
Enjoy 24-hour access at most Planet Fitness clubs. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, February 27th.
You in?
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
And we're back here for the top of the 7th. Northside down to their last 3 outs here, down 4 to Glenwood, 6-2. Coming in to pitch for Glenwood, hoping to close things out is Asher Long. Comes in for Cooper Favors, who ended up 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks on the day for Favors. Leading things off for Northside, Sam Laney, the third 3-hole hitter, first baseman. Inside jams on me, hits it foul out of play. An 0-1 count. And inside, didn't break. Evens things up at 1-1. Asher Long asking for a new ball. Laney back in the box, Long from the stretch. Outside ball 2, makes it a 2-1 count. Laney 1 for 2 on the day with a hit out to center, a walk, and a run scored, and then a ground out to first. Breaking ball, chops it foul as it goes behind him to even things up 2-2. Here with no down in the top of the 7th. Glenwood with a 6-2 lead here at the Southeast Baseball Classic. Again, thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith, Coca-Cola, and Houston Clinic. As that one's fouled back to the screen, stays alive, keeps it at 2-2. Popped up in the infield, getting up under it is Lawrence. Makes the catch, and it's going to be a P6 in the scorebook. First out of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Max Thrash.
Now batting for the Patriots, number 10, Max
Started the game on the bump for Northside, moved it over to third after pitching 5 innings today. 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to first. Ball low to start things off, 1-0 count now. Fouled back out of play. Thrash on the mound today, went 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Now with a 1-1 count here. 1 down in the top of the 7th, needing 4 to continue the ball game. Breaking ball high inside makes it a 2-1 count now on the third baseman for the Patriots. Fastball. That's going to be a little bit low, make it a 3-1 count. And outside corner runs it full, 3-2. On the cleanup hitter for the Patriots, Max Thrash. Asher Long looking to close things out for the Gators tonight. Inside ball 4, he walks him. That'll bring up 5-hole hitter. That'll be Jackson Taylor.
Number 11, Jackson Taylor.
Coming in for Harrison Cerner after the pitching change in the 6th. Jackson Taylor coming into the ball game now to hit with a runner on first and 1 down in the top of the 7th. Grounded over to third. Bobbled a little bit by Judy. Throws it across in time for the out. 5-3 put out as Thrash makes his way over to second base. 2 down now, and that'll bring up number 13, Noah Fair.
Now batting for the Patriots, the catcher, number 13.
Fair 1 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to third, had an RBI single to center in the 3rd, and then flew out to right in the 5th. That one taken for a ball, 1-0 count now on the catcher for Northside. Got a little bit of a meeting at the mound now with Coach Fanning. Having a little bit of a conversation out there with Long on the mound to make sure that attacking the hitters here with a 4-run lead in the 7th, 2 outs. Trying to make sure his focus is in check. Fanning now finishing the conversation, heading back to the first base dugout. And you see Moss coming back behind the plate, the catcher for Glenwood here as we get ready to go. Noah Fair stepping back in the box for Northside. Thrash out at second base here with 2 down in the top of the 7th. 6-2 ball game. And a little bit high and inside for a ball, makes it 2-0 now. Fair at the plate, looking to keep the game going here. Northside needing 4. Big time for a 2-out rally here in the 7th. With a runner on second now, 3-0 count on Noah Fair. Cross the plate for a strike. That makes it 3-1. Fair taking all the way with a 3-0 count. Now looking for the hitter's pitch. Here still ahead of the count, 3-1 with 2 down in the 7th. Inside, it's going to be a ball, and he'll walk him. That'll put runners at first and second now. That'll bring up Noah Thomason, the left fielder. 1 for 3 on the day with a hit and a run scored in the second. Struck out in the third, flew out to right in the 5th. And now he steps up to the plate with Asher Long on the mound. And we got a courtesy runner as Brody Taft comes back in. He'll run for Noah Fair. So Noah Thomason at the plate now, 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. 2 on, 2 out for Northside. Across the plate for a strike to start things off from Asher Long. And a strike right there to make it 0-2. That puts Thomason in the hole here. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 2 on base for Northside. And Thomason calls time, steps out of the box. He gets back focused, and then the stretch is long. Breaking ball. He fouls it back to stay alive and keeps the count 0-2. Breaking ball. He hits it foul towards the third base dugout and stays alive as he continues battling with 2 strikes here. Count remains 0-2. Outside, he doesn't chase it. Now it's a 1-2 count. 1-2 count, 6th pitch of the at-bat is upcoming here from Asher Long. Breaking ball, doesn't break, stays inside. It should be a 2-2 count now. Two count on Thomason as he puts his gear back on, getting ready to get back in the box. Here with 2 down in the 7th. At a 2-2 count on Thomason. And battled, fouled out of play down the right field line. Keeps the count 2-2. Eighth pitch in the at-bat upcoming here with 2 down in the 7th. And he watches that one cross the black, and that'll end the ball game. Glenwood takes it 6-2 over Northside as they improve their record on the season to 2-0. Northside will drop to 5-1. And with that, we'll have our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. That'll go to Cooper Favors, number 11, the starting pitcher for Glenwood. Came out against a Northside team that's dropped 7 runs minimum on everybody in the entire season to start things off, and holding them to 2 runs with 6 innings on the mound, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 Ks, working himself out of trouble, keeping Glenwood in it long enough to take the lead and end up getting the dub here. And both of them will be heading to Gwinnett next weekend to play at Coolray Field. And for that, we'll end our Saturday night coverage here of the Southeast Baseball Classic. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, and Houston Clinic, with Ricky Rogers producing and running the show, doing PA and all that fun stuff. This is Mike Frost, and we'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.